welcome back to the 101 series. We're going to talk about hours of service. I was going to do this a different way, but I've decided that we're going to make this really simple. This video is going to apply to two types of drivers. The first type of driver is the driver that gets a reset. They're going to burn their clock up in 5-6 days, and then they're going to take 34 hours off, reset their clock, and repeat again. All right? If you are a OTR driver that does that, just know that you're costing yourself money. Okay? And I could break it down for you if you want, but the simple fact of the matter is you make more money when you drive every day. All right? So I can get with me if you want, and we'll go over that. The other kind of driver is the driver that wants to work every day. They run out there, they're out 14 days, 21 days, 28 days, 45 days, whatever, right? And they want to work every day. If you want to work every day, pay attention. The very first thing you need to know is that you do not have a 5, 6, 7 work day. Okay, our week is 8 days. 8 days long. If you started on Monday, your 8th day will not be until the end of business the following Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you're going to work that 8th day. You have 70 hours to work those 8 days. And that 70 hours has to be divvied up between driving and on duty. And what is on duty time? On duty is pre-trip. On duty is fuel. On duty is dealing with the shipper. On duty is dealing with the consignee. On duty is dealing with law enforcement. Okay? If you're in an accident, you're being pulled into a weigh station for an inspection. If you are being roadside inspected, okay, that's all on duty time. And your on duty time starts the minute you are pulled over, pulled in, or an accident occurs. Okay? My last inspection was a roadside inspection. He flipped the lights on, pulled me over. As soon as he did and I was off, I put myself on duty before he even walked up. And his first words out of his mouth were, "Can you please put yourself on duty?" "I'm already there, sir." Okay, so on duty and driving. That makes up your 70. Okay? Now you have 8 days. You have 70 hours in 8 days. That comes at 8 hours and 50 minutes a day. That's what you're shooting for as an average over that 8 days. All right? Now, some days you may have to work a little bit longer. Some days may be shorter. The whole thing about it is that you're going to let the load dictate that. Let the load dictate that. All right? My last 7 days, I've been on 2 cross-country runs. I left Rayford, North Carolina, went to California, up to Utah, and then I left Utah and went back to Pennsylvania. Okay? So that's the way it works. You're just going to let your loads dictate how you run. Now, when I'm doing loads like these, it's pretty easy. But even when I'm doing 5, 4, 600-mile runs, I'm doing the exact same thing. So what I'm teaching you now applies no matter what. Let the load determine how you're going to run, okay? So with that being said, let's get into it. So the very first thing we're going to show you here is our clock, right? This is in the PeopleNet, this is our logbook, whatever. And we're going to go to logs. And when you go to logs, it's going to bring up your graph. Now your graph is every day. Okay? Your graph shows you your off-duty time, sleeper berth time, drive time, and on-duty time. So for today, I've got 8.5 hours of driving and 18 minutes of on-duty time. And what does that on-duty time tell me? Well, I did a pre-trip and I did fuel today. That was it. I'm in the middle of transit, so I don't have any shipper or consignee time. All right, but what if I want to see my previous week? Simple enough. We're going to hit the home key. You're going to go to options, and you're going to see cycle duty summary right there. See that? We're going to click it. And it's going to bring up a smaller graph. Now, this graph is day by day. All right, and the way it works is this is today. And then it goes all the way up until 8 days ago. That's important to know because when you pull this up and you look at this, that 8:31 and 12, that's what I'm getting back tonight. That is my recap that I'm getting back. So tomorrow, if I'm burning my clock up and I'm at 8:50 every day, right, averaging, that means tomorrow I should have 8 hours and 43 minutes to work, and then 8 hours and 17, 8 hours 25. There's a long day for you. 8 hours 45, so that's a 9.5 hour day, 9 hour 15-minute day, so on and so forth. All right, but if you want to know how your recaps work with Cretin Schaefer, you bring up this screen and you start right here and you add up drive and on duty time, and that's what you're going to get back that night. This is tomorrow night, the next night. So what is tomorrow? Friday. So tonight, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, and it's midnight Central Time. But you look, that's what you'll get back. Okay. Let's go back to our home screen. Now you're probably wondering, well, how effective is that, Rob? You're only working 8.5 hours, a day, give or take, right? Well, let's go to details and take a peek. If I go to details, it brings up this screen. This screen tells me everything I want to know about what I'm doing. And if you look right there, you see it says I'm on an 8-day schedule, that I've used 64 hours and 28 minutes of my clock, that I drove 566 miles today. And then there's my truck number. Let me go a little bit more like this. There's my truck number, 46645, with its VIN, and then my trailer number that's currently attached. This is the details of this trip. So 566, and I ran 8.5 hours today, right? That's got to be an oddball. Well, let's look. Here's what I did yesterday. 515. What about the day before? That was my short day, 249. How about the day before that? 437. 493. 535. 526. 546. Those are my last 8 days in miles. Okay, so anybody that tells you that you can't work in that amount of time. So what else do we want to look at? I want to come over here, click that down, right? So now I can see some more information. This is what I've got available. That's my driving time for today. That's my shift break, but that's my duty. So my 14-hour clock right there, right? That's running. And then what I've got for cycle duty. So I just brought up something, didn't I? Let's talk about it. So I told you that you need to divvy that time up. You've got 8 hours of driving time every day. Now you have to take a 30-minute break before you hit that 8th hour of driving. Okay, you're going to take a 30-minute break. And then when that 30-minute break is up, you're going to get back the time that you have available to remainly drive out for that day. You have 14 hours to work in a full day. No matter what. You'll always have 14 hours to work. Meaning that on duty, off duty, sleeper bird, there are exceptions to this, and I'm not even going to go over it. The 7-3 and the 8-2 split. If you have any questions about those, I would highly recommend that you call Rain in the logs department and see if she can explain it to you, because I know just enough about it to not go to jail for doing it wrong. All I know is whatever. I'm never going to go. We're not even going to go near it. I'll make a separate video for that. How about that? So you have basically your drive time, your on-duty time. You want to make that last, and you want to run those recaps. And just so you know, I'm on week 4, something like that, and I haven't taken a reset at all. We just got our message for Cretin Schaefer just a couple days ago. Let me show you how a quarterly mindless bonus looks. 12,435 in the month of January. That's actually a little bit of a slow month for me. 18,564 will reach in the next 2 months. So I've only got to run 9250. So the hours of service thing, it works. Okay, you just gotta believe in it. You gotta trust it, and you gotta believe in yourself. Okay, you can do this. And for those that want to sit there and go, well, what about going, taking a shower and doing your laundry and blah 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 blah? I just showed you that my longest day was 9 hours and 15 minutes. My average length of day is 8 hours and 45. There's only 24 hours in a day. Okay, that leaves me about 15 hours a day to sleep, eat, shower, do laundry, work out, whatever. That's your time. Okay? If you can't do that all in 15 hours, you got some time management issues, right? So, with that being said, that is the hours of service video. That is how they work. If you have any questions, reach out to me. You can send me a message, or you can call the Statesville terminal and tell them you need to talk to Rob at 46645, and they will put you in contact with me, okay? I'm more than glad to share what I've got up in this melon of mine, okay? Because it does me no good to die and never share it. I want to make everybody else at least give you the tools that you need to be a better driver. My name's Rob. Keep your shiny side up, sticky side down. It is wintertime. For the love of God, please drive careful. All right? Don't be a statistic. Thanks, guys. If you enjoyed the content I'm giving you, like, subscribe, share the video, hit the bell icon, and be notified when the next classes are coming up. I've got a trip planning class that I'm working on that we're going to be putting together for you tomorrow, okay? With that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please, please, please spread the word. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.